blender. It looked like Frankenstein's kitchen crime. I smelled smoke, thought it was the grill, but the microwave was sparking still. She smiled and said it's under control. Then the flames started rock and roll. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. I loved her vibe, but now I see she's a fire hazard in skinny jeans. She tried to vacuum while making toast, charged her phone in the fish tank. What a boast! Alexa screamed, call 911, but she said, relax, babe, this is fun. Now we're living in a motel room, sharing ramen with a plastic spoon. She says next time I'll be more safe, but she's googling DI microwave. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. I loved her way. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. I loved her way. Met her at a coffee shop, she had a spark in her eye. Talked about her latest project, said she'd revolutionize. I thought she meant art, but no, it was a smart home plan. Little did I know my world would soon be in flames. First date at her place, she showed off her tech den. LED strips, smart plugs, a toaster that could rap them. I laughed, you're a genius, but she winked and said wait. Then the microwave started singing and I felt my fate. I smelled something burning, thought it was the toast, but the smart fridge was smoking and I almost froze. She said, oops, just a glitch, let me hit reset. Then the power went out and we were in the dark, I guess. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. I loved her vibe, but now I see she's a fire hazard in skinny jeans. She said she'd make it cozy, plugged in gadgets all around the bed. Phone charger, lamp diffuser, looked like a tech jungle instead. I heard a hiss, thought it was steam, but the humidifier blew a fiery dream. She smiled and said it's under control, then sparks dance again like rock and roll. She lit up my life, literally burned down the house with electricity. I loved her vibe, but now I see she's a fire hazard in skinny jeans. She bought some string lights off eBay, said they'll make the vibe look slay. Plugged them in and the sparks took flight, turned bedtime dreams into disco light. Alexa screamed, call 911, but she said, relax, babe, this is fun. I grabbed the fire extinguisher, sprayed it with a sigh. She kissed my cheek and said, you're such a guy. Now we're living in my childhood cave, posters of bands I never forgave. She says next time I'll play it safe, but she's googling DIY humidifier upgrade. She lit up my life, literally burned down the room with electricity. Now we're eating pizza, rent is free. I loved her vibe, but now I see she's a fire hazard